The title of my movie is Remnants. It suggests a small part of something remains after the rest is gone, a person leaving their soul behind, for example, consequently leading to connotations of possibly a ghost or spirit being left behind, thus hinting at the idea which my opening sequence is based around, which is possession. I also found that lighting conventionally tends to be quite dim throughout horror films, as it creates a sinister, eerie atmosphere, which obviously are two large factors in the horror genre. Following this convention, during my editing, I increased the contrast of the room inside the house while dimming the lights in order to achieve the same effect. It was also noted in my peer assessment feedback for my first edit that the lighting inside the house contradicts the lighting from the outside, and that it would be better if I were to darken the first edit. Another key convention which I chose to subvert is setting the location for my horror in a desolate, isolated forest or area. This is in order to exploit the limitations of being a student filmmaker. Instead, setting my location in a localized suburban area will be relatable to my target audience and should subsequently help them form a better relationship with the characters. High-angle shots illustrate the character being looked down on, thus reducing them to be considered inferior. This ties in with some of the camera angles adopted in the Paranormal Activity franchise. However, the idea is disguised as being shown from the perspective of a hidden camera, which connotes both the idea of the characters being inferior, but also the idea that they're being watched. Due to these interpretations, I have attempted to replicate similar angles and adopt the idea of a hidden/security camera, which is also assisted and clarified by the viewfinder filter. My use of sound is not an excessively overused convention of the horror genre. There are examples where music is used in order to build suspense, help raise anticipation, and add tension to a scene before resulting in a climax, which contrasts a great deal with my opening sequence. I've been adamant as to not use music to help build tension, as I felt that the ambient noise which my audience will be familiar with, such as an eerie breeze, is more likely to play on their fears and consequently result in a better response.